This is the Rode VideoMic GO II. Full disclosure, Rode was kind enough to send me out this microphone for testing and review. So without them, this video would not have been possible. So a huge thanks to them. Let's go ahead and get into unboxing this microphone to see what you get in the packaging. First things first, a little quick start guide that comes in the packaging. That'll get you off and running pretty quickly. So usually I just throw these off to the side and never mention them again, but Rode went out of their way to brand their decadent packing thing that you don't eat. This one I kind of want to eat. The next thing is the Rode shock mount. I really love this thing. I've been using this with the NTG for quite some time. It allows you to adjust the shock mount on top of your cold shoe. This just makes it way easy to mount it on the cold shoe of your camera and then make adjustments and then tighten it down and secure it as such. This is a really nice shock mount. Rode does a good job with this and I really like it. 3.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter TRS cable. This will also draw the power that the microphone needs. The cool thing about the Rode VideoMic GO II is that it is a passive microphone and it doesn't need to be charged or anything like that. So all the power is being driven through this. When you power on the camera, the microphone's ready to go. So you don't have to worry about, your microphone dying on you when you're on set or when you're getting ready to shoot your vlogs or whatever. And then finally, the Rode VideoMic GO II with foam cover. This is a really nice quality cover to help with, wind and all that type of stuff. Let's talk about the VideoMic GO II. This is an extremely light microphone. You can see the USB Type-C here, and you can use this on your computer as well, and it will come up natively and act as an actual microphone. So if you're like on a Zoom call or something like that. And then there's the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack that is TRS enabled. So this will draw the power in addition to acting as a pass-through for your monitoring. This adds the ability to have zero latency monitoring because it is a pass-through of what's being recorded on the microphone. You can see the shotgun microphone here with its meshing around it, and that's all the input. So this is a quick overview of what the microphone looks like and how it feels. You can see in my hand, it's a really tiny microphone. For size comparison, here's the VideoMic GO II, here's the VideoMic NTG, and the Rode VideoMicro all in my hand. So it adds a little bit to the VideoMicro and then cuts off about the same amount from the VideoMic NTG. This has been my favorite microphone on the go for shooting, but it is powered and you have to keep it charged. This is, my go-to if I need to stay compact and stuff, but I think the VideoMic GO II is going to replace this because this sound on this one is much better and they weigh about the same. I'm gonna go for the better quality and kind of ditch this one for now. So let's go ahead and hop into some video samples of utilizing the VideoMic GO II on the iPhone 13 Pro and the Google Pixel 6 Pro. I thought that would be an interesting use case because it is 99 bucks. This is probably the best microphone for those of you on a budget. And those of you on a budget are usually using this type of microphone on, said cell phone or whatever. So let's go ahead and hop over there. Before we do that testing though, I do want to highlight that you will need either one of these cables that are not included within the packaging of the VideoMic GO II. These are additional costs and they are sold separately and they are proprietary to Rode. So this one is the Lightning cable and this one is USB Type-C, and that will allow us to capture audio from those devices natively. Rode also made the WS12 available for purchase. This is also another accessory that is sold separately. And this is just a dead cat that you can add to act as a supplement to the foam cover or, just completely replace. Rode also offers the Tripod 2, and this allows you to use the VideoMic GO II on a desktop setup if you wanted to, because this shock mount comes with a 3/8 thread on the bottom, so you can just directly connect this to the Tripod 2 and have it on a desktop setup. Before I get into testing the Rode VideoMic GO II on my iPhone 13 Pro, I want to talk about some accessories that you're going to need to make this happen as well. So it's not just the base cost price of the Rode VideoMic GO II. There is this SC15 cable that I talked briefly about before or earlier in this video that you're going to need. You're going to need some sort of tripod. In this case, I'm going to use what Rode sent me. This is the Tripod 2. And you're going to need some sort of phone mount. This is the Joby Gorilla Pod or Gorilla 360, I believe it is. I'll leave it linked in the description. This allows you to kind of rotate the phone for vertical video. And it gives you two things that are very important, cold shoe mounts on both of them. So you can use In horizontal mode, 1 horseshoe, but if you were in like vertical mode, you could use 2 different accessories connected to your device, maybe a battery or something. And then it has the standard quarter 20 at the bottom of it. This will fit the Google Pixel 6 Pro easily. You have to put it a little bit off center of this device because of the button placement, the volume rocker right here. Anyways, I just wanted to show you that it does fit the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Let's get into testing the quality improvements that you're going to see on your smartphone device utilizing the Rode VideoMic GO II on the iPhone 13 Pro and Google Pixel 6 Pro. All right, so here I am with the iPhone 13 Pro walking around. Lucky enough to have some wind at my back hitting the microphone, so that'll give you a sample. This just has the foam cover on it. I didn't want to use the dead cat because that's an additional cost that some of you may or may not be interested in making. So I just wanted to test it right out of the box as it is. I will say that I've had a lot more trouble utilizing this microphone on the iPhone than I have on Android. Android seems a bit more plug and play. It's really much more forgiving in like recording the audio and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. If you do want to make sure that you're getting the best quality of audio, make sure that you're monitoring your audio through the pass-through feature on the actual device, because as you plug it into the iPhone, there's no other port to plug in, so you're just going to use the zero latency, loop through on the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on the actual microphone itself. So keep that in mind. It's not going to be helpful for you if you vlog a lot or anything like that, because it's just an added feature or added complication to your setup, because a lot of these new smartphones have awesome audio capture capabilities. All right, so here we are with the iPhone 13 Pro without the microphone connected. I wanted to add this in so you had a point of reference to see how these devices record audio without utilization of a secondary microphone or an additional microphone. These new devices do a fair job at capturing really high quality audio, but I still prefer the microphone audio over this. I'm waiting for some wind to hit this device so we can have that in comparison to the two. You guys are the judges out there, so feel free to leave me a comment down below on what you think. All right, so here we are in the same setting, Google Pixel 6 Pro, same microphone, all that jazz. I also downloaded and installed Rode's Central Android app on this device as well and maxed out the microphone. This is with the foam cover on it. I'm waiting for a little bit of wind so I can give you that sample and that kind of comparison between the two. I think the Google Pixel 6 Pro does a better job at utilizing the microphone's capabilities, but that's just my opinion from what I've done with the test footage. So there's a nice amount of wind there. Anyways, leave me a comment down below what you think of these tests utilizing this device. I mean, it can go either way. I would prefer, and I will use this if I'm ever using a smartphone to record and capture audio at the same time, but that may or may not be your cup of tea. All right, so same thing here with the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Waiting for a good amount of gust of wind. It's hitting now. This doesn't have the VideoMic GO II on it, and I wanted to include this in the video for your point of reference so you can make an educated decision if that microphone is worth it to you in this use capacity. Anyways, leave me a comment down below what you think. I like this microphone for more of a setup utilizing my Sony a7S III, in tight spaces and whatnot. I don't know if it's something that I would utilize on a smartphone, but I wanted to test this because there's not very many videos on it. You could go either way of utilizing this microphone on a smartphone per se, but I probably, if you're already recording on a newer generation smartphone like an iPhone 13 or iPhone 13 Pro, Google Pixel 6 or Pixel 6 Pro, those have phenomenal audio capture capabilities, and this is something that would probably complicate your whole setup. So if you're already doing that, I don't know if this is necessarily the solution for you, but it is something to consider. Outside of that though, the VideoMic GO II is definitely going to be the microphone of choice on, this type of setup if I were using it to capture audio, because it's lightweight, easy to use, and it doesn't have a battery and I don't have to worry about it. Or if I'm walking around, capturing family memories or whatnot, I used to use this NTG, and I'm probably still going to, but this has a lot more weight than the VideoMic GO II. So I don't know, I'm caught between the two. It has its place. This is a phenomenal mod. I use this a lot, all the time. If I'm, capturing like walk around types of stuff. If you watched any of my networking videos or where I was setting that thing up over there in that corner, or walking around doing my CCTV video camera stuff on the house, I recorded all that audio using this microphone, and this thing is great. Before I close, I must disclose Rode was kind enough to send me this microphone out for testing and review, as well as the accessories to do this type of video. So without them, this video would not have been possible, and a huge shout out to them and a thank you for them. If you're interested in pricing and availability of any of the accessories or anything that I showcased in this video, I'll leave it linked in the description. Full disclosure though, those are my affiliate links, and I make a bit of a commission based off your purchases without it costing you anything in addition. It's just a way for you to support content creation here on this channel. Well, that about does it for me in this one. If you like this video, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, you know what to do. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I'm Tomas, and I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, by the way, this portion of the video is being recorded on the Google Pixel 6 Pro utilizing the VideoMic GO II.